Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another Star Trek Starships review. The model line that's been put out by Star Trek, which has pretty much just been Starships up until now. And I was wondering if they were going to do this, and they finally did release it. I found it at Comics University on the south side of Indianapolis, and I'm like, you know what? I've got the Enterprise. I've got to have this, as this is one of my favorite Star Trek series, Deep Space Nine. And this thing is pretty darn good sized. Now, the bag looks like it was damaged in transit when it got to the comic book store, but that's okay because I'm going to open it up. So let's take a look at this thing. Let's look at the magazine and see what we think. Alright, so here we have Deep Space Nine out of the bag at least, still in his package. But we're going to take a look at the magazine real quick. It's pretty much the standard magazine. Got the nice little DS9 on the back there, which is really cool. Gives you its stats for the station, when it was constructed, the diameter, number of decks, all that kind of good stuff. Some of the interesting bits inside the magazine, it's pretty much like all the others, except it's all about Deep Space Nine. There's a really nice shot of the station. Looks really cool. This was one of my more favorite of the Star Trek series. I really enjoyed Deep Space Nine because it kind of had that Star Wars feel of a used universe. It was more gray, as they say on the show, than Star Trek The Next Generation was, or Star Trek was. Now, this is kind of interesting, some early concepts. This one was one that they called the oil derrick. That's kind of an odd one. When they said, I noticed one of the notes here, it said that one of the key features was that they wanted to make sure that they incorporated a gyroscope in it, which I thought was kind of interesting. Kind of key appearances. This is an interesting little bit I did not know, in a little trivia section back here, that they wanted Ro Laren to be the first officer. However, the actress, Michelle Forbes, passed on the role, and I guess they really wanted a Bajoran first officer, so they reinvented the character as Kira Nerys, and, of course, Dana Visitor ended up playing her, which is kind of interesting. And, of course, we have the last page here that has some of the other ships that are out. I think I want to get the NX-01. I don't know about some of the others. I really don't know. Definitely love the Enterprise. I kind of want to get the subscription just so I can get the future Enterprise model set. I watched a review, Soundwave SG1. If you have not checked out his channel, definitely check it out. So shout out to him. He did a review on it. It was really cool. He also did one on the Borg Cube, which looks so-so. It doesn't look near as detailed as some of these ships. But yeah, so here we have Deep Space Nine. I really like the packaging. It's a complete box, unlike the Enterprise D, which had plastic on the top. You can see. I guess that's the bottom of it. There's a bunch of words. Blah, 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 blah. Model kit. All that kind of good stuff. So, yeah. Deep Space Nine. Let's get this guy out of the package and see what we think of him. Alright, so here we have Deep Space Nine out of package. First off, I gotta say, I love the detail on it. There's a lot of metal on this model. It's pretty heavy. Just absolutely great sculpture, great paint job, wonderful, wonderful detail. The thing about it, though, this figure's about $38, and I really wanted a stand for it. It does not come with a stand. It sits, as you can see, on its own, which is fine, I suppose, but for the amount of money, I really, really would like to have had a stand and just see it suspended in air. That's unfortunate. Maybe somebody will make a stand for it, maybe a third party or something. So, looking at the detail, yeah, I mean, it is really well done. All the pylons, they've got their different colors, so there's some yellows and purples and kind of dark grays and that brownish color. Everything just looks wonderful on this model. The ring itself, the whole thing is metal, except for these pieces. These are PVC, plastic type things. These pieces, these little small pieces, are even metal. The bridge up there, that is a plastic piece. But, oh man, it just looks so wonderful. They did a really, really good job with this piece. So I'm going to turn it upside down so that we can take a look at the detail on that. So let's flip this puppy upside down. Alright, so here I have Deep Space Nine upside down, and I really just kind of wanted to show off the underside of the space station, because there's a lot of detail there as well. You got the habitat ring there, of course the outer docking ring, the pylons, all that kind of stuff. Just an amazing job as far as the detail goes on this guy. They really, really did. I keep calling it a guy. I don't know if it is our space station's guys and ship's girls. They just did a really bang-up job with it. I do appreciate it. I just wish it had a stand. So let's do one final shot and compare this model to the USS Enterprise. Alright, so here we have a size comparison of Deep Space Nine to the Enterprise. And as you can see, this is a much, much larger piece than the Enterprise. Definitely good sized. I love the detail. I think it's probably one of the better detailed of the models, probably next to the Enterprise. I think this one's probably my favorite I've seen in store and on videos, and this is pretty darn close. I'm really, really digging this. So yeah, there it is, Deep Space Nine from Star Trek, the official Starships collection of models. Definitely pretty cool. I know some people said this one's been hard to get. I happened to luck across one at a comic book store as the only one they had, and I'm glad I picked it up. So thanks for watching, guys, and look for more videos in the future.